Hello fellow disc golfers. Today I want to tell you about the disc golf bag that I've been using for the last couple of months. Now previously I had been using this Innova Adventure bag for a couple of years. I bought used from someone and it was a pretty decent bag, but I wanted something that was going to be easier on my shoulders and on my back, and I wanted something to carry a few more discs. So I decided to start looking around, looked at a lot of different companies, a lot of different bags, but I kept coming back to this bag right here by Upper Park. It's called the Pinch Pro. And I want to do a review of this bag. I do want to let you know I am an ambassador for this company, but I will give a good and fair review. I'm going to tell you about some of the pros and some of the cons, some things I like and some things I don't like about this bag. I will also leave a code at the end of the video where you can get up to 15% off of any of your purchases, if it's bags, apparel, or whatever you want to order from their website. So we're going to go ahead and get into our review. Before we go any further, I would like to ask you to like and subscribe and make sure you click that bell to get notified of any of the other videos that are coming out, and go ahead and leave a comment below. Do you use Upper Park bags? Do you use another bag that you prefer? Maybe you have some questions about this bag. Go ahead and put that in the comments below. Now, as I mentioned, I wanted a bag that was going to be a little bit more supportive on my back, and that is the first plus of this bag for me, is that it is a lot more supportive on my back. As you can see, got some really good straps. You can even strap it at the top if you want to right here, but the straps are nice and wide, and there's this nice support right here on the back part of the bag. I know you can't really see it in the video, but it's nice and sturdy. It doesn't give, it doesn't bend right there at all, and right there that gives good support all the way down the back. And I really like that. It takes the load off of the shoulders. The older bag kind of pulled down on my shoulders and it kind of would put strain on my upper back. With this bag, I don't feel that kind of strain on the shoulders and upper back, so it's a lot better. So right off the bat, that's the very first plus for me. Now, as you can see, the bag does zip up. In fact, the pocket over here zips up. The pocket over here zips all the way up if you want it to, or you can tuck it in like I have it right here. And of course, this major pocket up here zips up. I'm going to unzip it because I want to show you kind of how it looks with the disc in here. So this bag, I think the website, it holds like 30 plus discs. I didn't count to see how many I have in here. I don't usually use this many discs in my bag. I just want to kind of load it up a little bit. I mean, you could even put more. You got these two huge pockets on the side right here that you could put discs in there if you want. But kind of what I do is I put a couple of putters, usually two putters here, two putters here. My putters and approach in these two pockets right here. And as you saw, when it zips up like this, the discs do have a tendency to fall out. These two discs right here, when you open it up, so you want to be careful when you open it up, just put them right back in there. But I usually put my putters and approaches right there, and then I put some drivers, my fairway drivers, the distance drivers in here, and usually put some mid-ranges on the side. You could put disc in both of these pockets, but I like to put my water bottle over in one because there's not a cup holder anywhere. So I put my water bottle in here. You could put another water bottle in there. You could put another disc in there if you wanted to with that water bottle. I mean, there's really plenty of room to do that right there. There's also, not only do you have plenty of room for the disc there, you know, no doubt there, but there's also this big pocket in the front. You can put all kinds of stuff in here. You can put more drinks in there if you want, but you can put your rosin bag in there, hand sanitizer, you know, your marker, your nail clippers for when you get those chips on the disc, you know, whatever you want. It's a huge pocket that you could put right there, and that is nice to have, so you don't have to use the side pockets, and you could put more disc or drinks or whatever on the side. I mean, these pockets on the side are so big that if you're like, I gotta have cold water or a cold beverage, you could put a small little ice pack in there if you wanted to, along with that drink. So at the very top, there is a shallow pocket where you could put something in. I have my flight towel in there. I put that in there when I'm not using it. But if I need to bring out that flight towel, just occasionally, I'll just dry off my disc and put it back in there. But if it's kind of wet outside, or because of the dew or it rained or whatever, and I want to leave my flight towel out, you have these hooks on either side that you can put your flight towel on and just let it sit there, or whatever towel you're going to use. If you have a carabiner with it, you can hook it onto there, or whatever you want. You can hook your drink. My drink has a carabiner on it too. I could hook it on there if I wanted to, if I was using this pocket for more disc or something else. So you can do that as well. So there are pockets on the side here as well. I haven't put anything in there. I'm not sure what to put in there. You guys could put a flight towel or anything else that's kind of small. It's not a ton of room in there. Maybe if you have a marker you're taking, you could put it in there. But yeah, that's kind of nice to have those little pockets in there. They really seem to utilize a lot of the space. They're not wasting any space on the bag. So that's really nice. So let's zip it up here. And I want to show you the bottom part of the bag. So the bottom part, you got these 4 little nubs, I guess we'll call them, that makes it, and you can see it's kind of dirty. Sorry, it's kind of dirty, but hey, I used the bag, what can I say? But you got these 4 nubs that kind of help keep it off the ground a little bit. And also this is a very thick canvas material, very durable on the bottom. On the old Innova bag I have here, it wasn't too bad, but you can see there's not those little nubs on there. It's kind of wearing and tearing on the corners, so it's not as durable. But with this bag, definitely durable on the bottom, and I think that is important because we set these on the ground a lot. And also, I haven't seen any moisture come into the bag either. And the overall material of the bag, this canvas material, I think is pretty water resistant. I haven't got caught out in the rain yet where I got drenched or anything, but no, like I said, no moisture has gotten into the bag. But it seems to be very durable. It seems to be holding up very well so far. I like the look. All right, you have 2 options. You have this gray and black, and you also have a tan color. I like the gray and black better. I think it looks really good. The bag is in good shape, very durable, very good on my back, very good on my shoulders. Sits up nice. When you lay it on the ground, it doesn't fall over very often, unless you're obviously on an incline or something. My Innova bag, a lot of times I would set it down and it would fall over. You can kind of see that kind of leans back very easily. And a lot of times that would just fall over on me. Don't really have that problem with this bag. It sits up pretty well. Now, there are some cons. Those are a lot of good things about the bag. Some of the cons of the bag for me are on these 2 pockets here, especially this front one, not so much this one here, but the front one, it's a little bit soft of a pocket. So you want to be careful what disc you put in here. You want to make sure you have a nice, good, solid, sturdy disc if you're going to put a soft disc in there. I did have a soft harp in here and somehow it got warped. I don't know if I had it behind something, and because behind it you see there's that material. It's easy for it to kind of start taking the shape of the bag there if you're not careful. So that's one thing I didn't like. Also, since this is also their lower end bag, and I say lower end, it's still $100, but it's the lower end bag. I think it's made to be a little bit lighter, and such. So and to utilize every inch of space. If you put too many discs in here, which is going to be a problem in any bag really, you got to be careful putting your disc in because these are soft pockets. All right, they kind of collapse a little bit. You could, if you try to force your disc in there, you could start to bend or warp your disc when you're putting it in there. So make sure you push out the pocket and put the disc in. Don't just try to force it through your pockets there. You want your disc to stay nice and straight, obviously. And that's not that big. That's not that big of a deal, I think, just pulling that out just a little bit to put the disc in there. Another con, but it's not a deal breaker either, is there's not a place for the water bottle in this sense. Like on the end of a bag, I had this water bottle holder. I could put like 2 skinny water bottles in there. Don't have that here. That's why I utilized the big pocket. I thought maybe they could have put some kind of strap or something here on the front of one of these pockets here to put a water bottle, but you don't have that feature on this bag. And like I said, it's not that big of a deal because there's plenty of space to put other discs, and I can put a water bottle in here I can put 2 water bottles in there if I wanted to. There's also not a place to put an umbrella or a disc catcher, a pole to go and get a disc out of a tree. I've never really carried one of those anyway. I didn't have that on this bag either, so it's not a deal breaker for me, but you don't have like a loop or something to put that in. I guess you could stick it in the pocket and have it stick out, but I don't carry an umbrella. I don't carry one of those disc catchers either. But those are the only cons, and those are not deal breakers by any stretch of the imagination. This is a good bag. It's nice and solid. I really like it. It's the best bag I've had so far. And like I said, the biggest thing for me is it takes a lot of weight off of my shoulders and off of my upper back. So if you're looking for a good disc golf bag and you are willing to spend about $100, this is a great bag to have. So go ahead and go to the Upper Park website and take a look at their bags. They have even better bags if you're willing to spend a little bit more. And I will put a link to their website below. And if you use the promo code GOMANGO, you'll get 15% off of your purchase. Thanks for joining us, and I hope this was helpful on thinking about or finding information about the Upper Park Pinch Pro bag. And like we always say, go man go, get out and throw.